Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Marginal Revolution.
June 26, 1042 America, New York, Sunday. Assorted links. 1. Ancient Greek and Roman home and city sizes. 2. The past as a foreign country, Feelin' Groovy edition. 3. We overregulate seaweed. 4. Reducing child drownings in Bangladesh.
BBC News. Business.
June 26, 10:30 America, New York, Roe v. Wade. U.S. firms pledge to pay staff travel expenses for abortions. Disney, J.P. Morgan and Meta are among the companies to confirm such policies after the Roe v. Wade ruling.
BBC News Business.
June 26, 10:30 America, New York, Roe v. Wade. U.S. firms pledge to pay staff travel expenses for abortions. Disney, J.P. Morgan and Meta are among the companies to confirm such policies after the Roe v. Wade ruling.
Wall Street Journal Markets. June 26, 10:03 America, New York, cruise lines can't duck their debt. Carnival, Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line are all eyeing a near-term return to profitability this year, but some analysts think they could be sailing into a recession with boatloads of debt.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 26, 9:30 America, New York, 3M faces potentially billions in liabilities over $7.63 earplugs. The company will begin court-ordered settlement negotiations over military earplugs next month, following lawsuits filed by thousands of veterans.
BBC News Business.
June 26, 9:26 America, New York, Hajj travelers unable to fly due to ticket delay. Some British Muslims who booked pilgrimages to Mecca could not fly after problems with a new system.
BBC News. Business.
June 26, 9:26 America, New York, Hajj travelers unable to fly due to ticket delay. Some British Muslims who booked pilgrimages to Mecca could not fly after problems with a new system. Global economy. June 26, 9 o'clock America, New York, grim times lie ahead for UK as inflation combines with low growth. Modest interest rate rises by the Bank of England would simply reflect the severity of the economic slowdown.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 26, 9 o'clock America, New York, air travel is expensive, messy, and booming. Packed planes, long lines and other inconveniences were regular features of summer journeys, but now there isn't slack for airlines to recover when things go wrong.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 26, 8:56 America, New York, sanctions push Russia near first foreign default since Bolshevik Revolution. The likely default would be long in coming since Western sanctions created payment obstacles Moscow couldn't overcome.
Daily FX Market News.
June 26, 8 o'clock America, New York. Stock market week ahead. S&P, P500 and AMP. FTSE 100 forecast. Global central bank repricing prompts a bear market rally. Downside risks remain, however.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 26, 8 o'clock America, New York. Global tax deal faces roadblocks from Hungary, Congress. U.S. and EU officials are trying to inject fresh momentum into the stalled push for a minimum corporate rate.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 26, 8 o'clock America, New York, Europe turns to an unlikely source to replace Russian energy, Ukraine. In a role reversal, Ukraine could be the one helping Europe after an exodus of residents left the war-torn country with surplus electricity to sell.
Global economy.
June 26, 7:31 America, New York, G7 aims to hurt Russia with price cap on oil exports. Leaders meeting in Bavaria seek to curb profits from sales not already prohibited by sanctions.
Global economy.
June 26, 5:03 America, New York. Leading economies at risk of falling into high inflation trap, BIS says. Bank for International Settlements calls for more aggressive action from world central banks.
BBC News Business. June 26, 4:32 America, New York, Ukraine war. UK joins ban on imports of Russian gold. The move by the UK, US, Canada and Japan will strike at the heart of Putin's war machine, the UK PM says.
BBC News. Business.
June 26, 4:32 America, New York, Ukraine war. UK joins ban on imports of Russian gold. The move by the UK, US, Canada and Japan will strike at the heart of Putin's war machine, the UKPM says.
Marginal revolution.
June 26. 014 America, New York, the intellectual mistake of once and for allism. One of the most common intellectual mistakes. Do note however that it is an efficient mistake for many people to commit, and that is part of why it is so common.
Armstrong Economics.
June 26. 005 America, New York, Obama called the gas tax holiday a gimmick. President Joe Biden is calling for a 3-month gas tax holiday to lower the price at the pump. Interestingly, former President Obama opposed a gas tax holiday when energy prices were much lower.
Armstrong Economics. June 26. 003 America, New York, inflation creating cracks in the G7. Phone conversations with sources are revealing that inflation is starting to create cracks in the unity of the G7 against Russia for the summit of G7 nations in Bavaria, June 26 to 28.
Daily FX market news.
June 25. 2200 America, New York, Euro weekly forecast, EUR/USD in need of a nudge ahead of next week's key economic data. The euro came out of the intense week relatively unscathed as it heads into another stacked week full of key economic data while EUR/USD holds above 1.05.
New York Times Business.
June 25. 2100 America, New York, how China is policing the future. Vast surveillance data allows the state to target people whose behavior or characteristics are deemed suspicious by an algorithm, even if they've done nothing wrong. Surveillance cameras set up in April at a residential compound in Mudanjiang, Heilongjiang Province.
New York Times Business.
June 25. 1558 America, New York, shareholder advisory firm backs Spirit Frontier merger. After Frontier raised its offer for Spirit on Friday, the firm ISS reversed its recommendation that shareholders consider a rival bid from JetBlue. Spirit Airlines has been the subject of a bidding war between Frontier Airlines and JetBlue Airways.
New York Times Business.
June 25. 1431 America, New York, Michel David Weil, influential Lazard banker, dies at 89. A member of his firm's family dynasty, he built Lazard into an elite player on Wall Street while keeping it a smaller operation than most of its competitors. Michel David Weil at the Lazard offices in Paris in 1991.